Hello, this is the Phoenix Within. This is a unscripted recording. I decided to do this recording because, well, I wanted to take the time to explain how certain occurrences in my own life have really altered the meaning of what ascension, inspiration, and many of these very valuable and honorable words and terminologies that we are all very familiar with, especially spiritualists, and of course to be alive in general, to realize the depths of such words. Where to go from here? I think I'm going to start with 3 nights ago. Well, it's actually 3.5 nights ago. I was at a party, my brother's friend's party, and I can hold my liquor quite well. You know, drinking's not too bad for me. I like to pace myself, of course. I weigh a whopping 99 pounds. And that night, I drank 4 shots of, what was it, Canadian Dry, Canadian Mist. Yeah, Canadian Mist, I think it is. Okay, so, you know, after that 4th shot, I'm good. I'm like, oh, this is perfect. I mean, I'm Tony Hawk. Everything's Tony Hawk, and this is great. It's like hang glider upside down going on a roller coaster, you know. It's great. Well, after that 4th shot, 4 seconds later, I black out. I can only recall blacking out twice. And the previous time I had drinking a dozen times more than 4 shots. And that was Mr. Boston. I'm sure y'all are familiar with Mr. Boston if y'all, you know, drink Mr. Boston. To say the least, sucks. Well, I remember 2 memories from that experience. Very brief, and of course I was very disappointed. That night I experienced alcohol poisoning. I think because I had drunk previously, you know, within that amount of week, 3 times. Then before that week, you know, at another party, drank 2 days straight. You know, taking in the variables of my body weight, drinking is risky for me. But I drink because I want to partake in, you know, a social event. I throw professional terminology on there. And, you know, just to enjoy life, not try and, you know, well, it's too risky. I want to step out. Well, that night I died. And this is not the first time on Skype, which I'm thinking of posting some Skype conversation because there's just so much information. I have talked with others, and there are others that have died, and they just come back. They don't leave. Now we all have our purposes and meanings and realizations to realize. So for the sake of what potential we might have as individuals, aka uniquism, we might come to a near-death experience. We might die, but we don't die. We don't leave because we hold information that might be of extreme value, or we have no reason to reset, which death is a reset mode. Physical death, unless it's unnatural, aka car crash, I mean, there's people that survive it though, and people that have died in a car crash and were able to be revived back. In my case, or cases rather, each time I've died, I didn't choose to come back. I came back because, I guess you could say I must, but it's because that's who I am. Can't say it makes all the sense that all of us want to make sense of, but I decided to do this random recording unscripted because I just want to take the time to kind of show my human side as far as you know, unscripted, you know, recording. I mean, anything you know you write down and you're reading from the script is quite easy. So I decided to just kind of go freestyle this time. And there's not too much to express with my death 3.5 days ago. However, that very night, my friend was witnessed me speaking in tongues and different, I guess, languages, or just different expressions that he couldn't understand. But what's interesting about it is I did clarify that I just can't leave. It's as if I was telling him, because he was there, and yeah, he cared what was going on. And I told him I can't leave. I must stay. That night, there was a meteor shower. He witnessed a red meteor that went to purple with a whitish neon green smoke trail. I looked at it as synchronization. Speaking of synchronization, I'm not going to get too far off topic, but 2009 has shown, I think, the potential of the most synchronized dates ever recorded in history that we know of. You have 999, 999, then you have 9/11/09, then you have 9/12/09, which was an awakening date, a reality check date. And then you have the equinox, 9/21/9. You have the photon belt coming up, which is 9 November 2nd. And my birthday, actually, 9/11/09. My friend Jacob, synchronicity works the same way. He was born during an eclipse. That's synchronization. Zodiacs, synchronization. The right realization at the right time, to where you felt completed, or felt a completion phase, or rebirth phase of completion. Almost anything completion-like is synchronization. I mean, there's an alignment. I could point my finger anywhere, and it's still positioned, and it is, by all chances and means, pointing to a star that eventually, from that star, it links up with a galaxy that eventually leads up to a nebula. Now, the distance ratios are ballistic, so we're going to leave them half hat on hat. That would consume plenty of time on this video recording. But back to my experiences with death. Yeah, I just want to also take one more note. Death isn't entirely death. It is to reset. There are, I mean, I know I've kind of explained this a bit, but it's a reason to reset, rather. If you have a reason to reset, then chances are when you die, you're going to start off pretty fresh. You're not going to be a walk-in, where that's my situation. 15 years in this physical body's life, which I do feel I was kind of at a crossroads, like in between. Yeah, hey, I want to be traveling this far to a planet called Gaia that I received a call from. I'm not sure how long ago, but at a certain point, at 15, I was awakened. Before then, there was almost nothing. So, desolence, almost no consciousness. That means it's a shell waiting to inhabit a consciousness waiting. Now, it's not randomized. Destiny is a sense of reason, your potential. In other words, if you have a vast potential, chances are you're going to be reincarnated to a planet that symbolizes your potential. Or, in this case, Earth, because Earth needs potentialists. Earth needs very well evolved individuals, beings of that sort. My first death was overdosed. I basically was doing cough pills. I didn't know this, but it had a drying agent in it. You can imagine an overdose with a drying agent in it. We're talking about to the point where I was basically just shriveling up, pretty much, within a very, very rapid amount of time. When they tested my blood, they found that there was basically 5 grams of PCP in my system. I guess that's what it shows up as. It makes sense. 5 grams of PCP. Okay, you're dead. I only weighed at the time probably 92, 91 pounds, I think. I'm definitely borderline anorexic. I mean, I can reach my hands almost underneath my ribs. That's anorexic. So, I mean, skepticism, it only lasts so long. It really does. And anyone who skepticizes most then understands means they just basically have not experienced enough in their life to realize those potential depths. It's honesty. And we are all eternal, we are all potential eternal depth beings.